Andre?
Yes, Ryan. What you got for me?
3-0. Big 3 yesterday. 2-1 for you.
It's true. It's true.
That is...
And our happy hour time went well. That all hit.
What was happy hour?
Well, you had the 54.5 combined.
Yeah, that was in my big 3.
The overs being hammered. It's into oblivion already.
Yes.
The people have shown up for that. And then the one thing that didn't hit, Ryan, you were bullish on this, was Bucks first to score.
I wasn't necessarily bullish on that. I was squirmish when it came to taking the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
The Nuggets won the tip, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
That's legendary.
And Millsap, our guy, man. Our guy. Big old Patty Mills
Paulie
coming
Mills.
through. I call him Patty, though. I like to call him Dad.
Well, Patty Mills is a totally different person.
Australian guard. Legendary in the world of international hoops. Fine, I confused him with Patty Mills for a second. That's fine. I'll admit that.
It kind of looks like I'm in an old Western and you're in real time.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm doing the old DNVR. I've got my Will the Thrill t-shirt. I've got Avs hoodie, Broncos jacket, Colorado Rockies, but the Colorado Rockies we approve of
yes,
hat
the hockey
here.
Rockies.
So, yes. It should be mentioned, one of the few franchises that could go head-to-head with the current Colorado Rockies as the trashiest franchises of all time.
Really?
Yeah, they were very bad in the brief stretch they had in Colorado sports.
Great logo, though. That's all that really matters.
Phenomenal logo.
Anyways,
yeah,
we have a lot to get to, but I'm so excited about this one that I can't wait any longer. Today we are debuting the Circle of Trust. Now, the Circle of Trust is not forever.
That's right.
But you can earn your way in, you can earn your way out, and tomorrow, potentially, we will debut the Decagon of Death.
The Decagon of Death, yes.
Because when we stop betting on someone, we say, you're dead to me.
Yep, that's right.
And so if you're in that category, you're part of the Decagon of Death. But for today, we debut the Circle of Trust. Boom, there it is.
Wow.
Who's in there? Legends only. These are people that we believe in. If they're available to bet on, we bet on them.
Yep, it's true.
Nathan McKinnon, of course. His shots are a lock, no matter how high they set it and how bad the juice is.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr., when they allow us to bet on his props, they almost always hit.
Money Printer Jr., someone said.
Braden Point, who's kind of an outlier here.
Our guy.
Braden Shot, as we call him.
Yeah.
Mikko Rantanen should be like 4 times the size of everyone. He should have his own circle.
It's true. A big moose would have been preferable, but there's only so much space on this gorgeous graphic.
Yes. Nikola Jokic, I mean, the amount of money that he's made us is unbelievable.
The double-double classic.
All things involving the Buffs, because Buffs football
Very
won
good
us
for
a ton
us.
of money.
Very good for us.
I think they were, in the end, 4-2 against the spread.
Yeah, the bull got him.
Yeah, 4-2 against the spread. We'll take that.
Yeah.
And then the basketball team has been very good as well.
Very good. Very good.
And we've just picked the right times for the basketball team.
It's true.
Like, they haven't been, I don't know what their overall record is against the spread, but when we've talked about them, we hit. Well. Like last night when they did exactly what I said they would do. Then there's 3 down the middle, and these are the ones you never want to forget. New coach games.
Never.
New uni games.
Yeah.
And goalie debuts. Now, new coach games, obviously, if a coach gets fired, they bring in an interim coach. You take that.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. New uni games, this is more impactful in college sports. Mm-hmm. But basically, anytime you see a team roll out a new uni, you have to bet on them. And then goalie debuts. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, it doesn't matter if the guy came straight out of high school and is playing in the NHL.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. And he's playing in the NHL. He will have a shutout or close to it. So always bet on that. What just happened?
There you go. I put out some weird link. God even knows where I got that from. So we're gonna fix that.
Oh, that happened to me too, and I tried to copy it. So there you go. That is the Circle of Trust. Tomorrow, the Decagon of Death, and There we go.
Accepting nominees on the reg for the Decagon of Death. Someone could be dead to us as of tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, anyone could die any day.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
Okay, so let's jump into the big three, and you can work on your whack ass link. I'll give my big three, Allie, if you want to roll that out. All right, it starts with a boost from DraftKings, and we joked when we were making the Circle of Trust. DraftKings odds boosts were in the Decagon of Death.
So true.
And have almost worked their way all the way. Now, not just any odds boost, but the ones in the odds boost tab have worked their way all the way up almost to the Circle of Trust. We have been just riding these one after another, and they're on fire right now. So I couldn't be bothered to not take this. Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum each to score 25-plus points. That's plus 135. It's basically a same-game parlay, but you're getting a few points on each of these guys. Both guys averaging over 25 points on the season. You're just asking them to have a regular game. Both of those guys have a regular game. Neither of them have an off night, and you're in.
Booyah.
Next one for me, Jeremy Grant over 23.5 points. He's averaging 24 on the season, and going up against a Brooklyn squad who doesn't really like that defense that much in the first place. Yeah. And I don't know if they have a really good matchup for him. It also helps no Kevin Durant for the Brooklyn, which, you know, if Kevin Durant's out there, Jeremy's drawing him on the defensive end, and that's going to wear him out, but not going to happen tonight. So Jeremy Grant over 23.5 points. And finally, I have to give Andre a shout-out for turning me on to this one. It's Joel Embiid, under 12.5 rebounds, minus 159. You're giving up some juice, but
this is our jam.
We are starting to under on rebounds might have to enter the Circle of Trust here sometime soon, especially if this one hits. Mm-hmm. Only 3 times in the year of our Lord 2021 has Joel Embiid gone over 12.5 rebounds. Right. And there was another stat that you sent me.
He's averaging only 8.3 in the months of February. So he starts January off. He's averaging over 12 boards. No. December over 12 boards. Just over 10 in January, and now he's down to 8.3 in February. We've bet on him. He would probably, Joel Embiid, be in our Decagon of Death. But we haven't unveiled that yet because he doesn't hit those rebounds.
Yeah, he killed. If you kill a parlay,
he killed a safe man.
You're on the fast track.
To the
Decagon.
Yeah. Murder a safe man's parlay, and you are dead to me.
Yeah, I mean, just unbelievable.
Yeah, truly.
Okay, and then that was it. Yeah, those are my top 3. So
that's right.
Your turn.
Booyah. Big 3. We are going to our guy, Braden Point, over 2.5 shots. That's been really nice. He's hitting that, I want to say 80% of the time. So that's just a real nice matchup right there. Zion Williamson. I'm big on Zion tonight against the Rockets. I really like Zion's thickness against the mini ball Rockets.
I love Zion's thickness.
100%. I've gone on the record. I might only like thick basketball players from here on out.
Your options are pretty limited.
But they're kings.
But they are kings. You've got Yoke. Yeah. You've got Zion. Any other thick boys out there?
I'll add to my thick boy roster, but I think that's quite the start right there. PJ Tucker, best shoes in the NBA, they say. Best shoe game.
Really?
Yeah.
I do like PJ Tucker. I've often thought he would be a good Nugget.
Final weeks as a Houston Rocket, James Harden.
That is true. I thought that was fake, though. He was wearing a fat suit.
That is what they say. That is what they say. Shout out to
Not
the
in the Circle of
incredibly obnoxious motorcycle
Maybe
noise.
Basketball players needs to enter the Circle of Trust.
I think so. Who would we leave out? Or maybe the Jokic category becomes just thick basketball players. So anyways, Zion Williamson all over it. Over 2.5 assists. He's hit 7 of the last 10. He, too, is heating up as a passer in the month of February. More attention being dedicated to him on offense. Things open up. They like to play at a fast pace. The Rockets will allow that. Everything's going to come through. It's a nice little bet deep on the bet slip. And then to close it out, DeAndre Jordan under 8.5 rebounds. That's hit 10 straight games. And it just that's only hitting like 20% of the time, and Jordan just doesn't get enough minutes. So
nice.
All over that with the Nets.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Quickly, want to give a shout out to Draft Kings Sportsbook. Of course, the hammer, the over proposition going on, promotion, I should say. I always mess that up. Promotion going on this week. Every 1,000 users that bet on the over in Nuggets Lakers on Valentine's Day this Sunday.
Crazy.
It goes down. It doesn't matter if you bet $1 or 10 units. You can help in sending that thing all the way down to 0. It's already down under 34 points. So like at this point, it's not as much about knocking the number down as it is just about going and getting your free money.
Yes.
Both things, it's mutually beneficial.
Free $25.
Everyone gets a free $25, and we move on. So make sure you go hammer that, and make sure you get your sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you head over to DraftKings Sportsbook. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough, and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Again, code DNVR, sign-up bonus up to $1,000.
Call us Thor with the way we are hammering down that over.
I understand the reference.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the movies either, but I know he uses a hammer.
I do,
so
yeah.
that's
I was
what
thinking call us Maxwell. Because we're hammering it with a silver hammer.
I asked about you, Liam. I asked about you, and your presence was missed.
Yeah, Liam, I'm glad he's okay.
Big time, indeed.
Yes, I know. And meanwhile, I'm just stuck in the darkness. Dre glowing, me over here in the dark.
It's true.
Do you feel like you're darker?
Yeah, way darker.
On the screen, we're not at all.
Well, on this screen I am. I'll take your word for it.
Such a beautiful orange hue to your skin.
It's because
Brian.
the camera.
You don't need it.
Yeah, the camera is blocking the light from me.
That full light
But that's aimed at Dre.
That's directly at you.
It's okay. It's all right.
You even have a
Dre
shine on
deserves.
your forehead.
Dre deserves the shine.
You got some shine on your forehead, you're lit.
Oh.
It's okay. I'll get over it. Okay. Dilemma of the day.
Dilemma
We've
of the
made the
day,
people wait
right?
long
Dilemma
enough.
of the day. Yes, I forgot what we were.
And I'll
doing.
be honest, Dre. It's a dilemma.
You're torn. My man is torn.
The reason why it's a dilemma is because DraftKings knows
They know
when to hand these out. And so it's kind of like a scavenger hunt of sorts.
it's true.
Where they're like, we're going to give you this 50% profit boost, but somehow less than half of the available bets will hit tonight. And we have to figure out which one we want. So I'll be honest, Dre, I need to be convinced because I don't have a lean.
I know you are so torn. So I saw the slate. 2 lines just slapped me in the face, and one was West Virginia, Press Virginia, as we call them affectionately around here, +5.5. That's moved to +6. This is a fade the public line where there's a larger percentage of the bets on Texas Tech, but larger percentage of the money on Press Virginia. What I love about West Virginia is when they get down, they're forced to go to that press defense, and these young backcourts don't know what to do. Mac McClung, very intriguing guard for Texas Tech. They've got a lot of talent in that backcourt, but it's flashy, it's youthful. They won't know what to do with that press. Mountaineers will cover that. Might even win outright. Last time these two teams played in West Virginia, they won by 2. Mountaineers, that is. Yep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else?
Locally, Colorado State Rams taking on New Mexico. New Mexico's terrible. Long, athletic, terrible basketball team. 17.5. That's nice and easy. This is another.
That's so big.
Massive. But it's another fade the public line here. 57% of the bets on New Mexico. 52% of the money on the Rammies. You could take.
That's not.
It's a swing.
A little bit.
You could take the first half spread, though. That'd be a fun one.
Who's at home?
Rammies.
That helps.
Best of all, though. Best of all, Ryan. This is a true fade the public delight because we have in the SEC Kentucky at home taking on Arkansas. Kentucky under 500. Arkansas, lovely record this season. And yet Kentucky, who the public always hammers away, is favored at home here. 51% of the bets on Arkansas plus 1 or 1.5, depending on the book. 77% of the money, though, on the Razorbacks. I really like that.
Okay, I'm cooking something up.
Okay.
I'm in the lab.
I also like Auburn against Vandy. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, so you said Arkansas. You like Arkansas.
Arkansas. Razorbacks, baby.
All right, I'm in the lab. Everyone, please be quiet. I'm
Again, Auburn could work for
deeply
this.
at work.
I was at a friend's house watching the Super Bowl. If I didn't go, the Chiefs would have won.
He did what he had to do, just like us.
Like all of us, yep. Yeah, it's truly him. We lost a lot of money on the Chiefs, and we all had to do the right thing. We all had to do the right thing.
All right, Trey. I've returned from the lab.
Okay.
You like West Virginia
You got it.
plus 5.5. I like West Virginia plus 10. You like Arkansas plus 1.5. I like Arkansas plus 5.5.
Let's go.
Parlayed together. 50% profit boost plus 174.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's tremendous work by you.
I don't go to the lab unless I'm cooking up something real.
Man.
That's the blue stuff.
I think, yeah, that's true. Dr. Heisenberg over here. Ryan, I think now is the time for me to tell you about my new betting manifesto.
The time was at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah,
but
no, new betting manifesto. So from here on, non-NFL, right? Non-football. I am only forcing myself to only sprinkle or parlay spreads and money lines for non-football sports. That's my rule right now. Now, notable exceptions in the manifesto. NBA, primetime or nationally televised games.
those can be soloed.
Those could be exceptions, soloed. NHL, head-to-head matchups with sample sizes giving us a lean or not. I'm big on this in the NHL. There's a follow-up to this because I have a parlay of the day for the NHL.
Okay.
And then college basketball, rivalry games, of course, tourney. Once we get into conference tourneys and big tourney, we can single those up.
I'm legitimately scared for the first 2 days of March Madness.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get so far into the weeds, I might never come back.
You say legitimately, legitimately is the correct term.
That is going to be incredible.
Correctly concerned.
The question becomes, like, what's the point of even making a bracket when you can just bet on every game? I mean, why not both, of course? But
Right. It's like a
it's kind of like how
100 leg
betting on
parlay.
sports has killed fantasy sports for me.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now, Ryan. I'm spreads, money lines, they're just steering me the wrong way.
I'm
I
with
can sprinkle them. I can sprinkle them.
I'm
parlay them.
I even feel stronger about you than this. Like today I liked what did I like? I liked Celtics plus 6 against the Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, this is
Why?
dumb.
Why?
Why would I do this?
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not sprinkling, I'm not parlaying anything.
Yeah.
No results in the NBA. Only Avalanche results in the NHL.
Yeah,
And what was the other one you mentioned?
college basketball.
In college basketball, it's just the Buffs.
Buffs only, right? Right. Which, hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know if you like the CSU money line.
CSU money line.
I mean, it's
it's like
off the
minus
charts.
1,000.
Yeah, no, I mean, to throw in a parlay, sure. The Rammies line, I think, is really nice, is that first half spread. Minus 10.
I like New
what I'm
Mexico
sticking
money line. Plus 1,200.
I would advise against that. New Mexico's just terrible.
New Mexico is such a proud basketball program. What happened to them?
Not proud anymore.
Did they lose a coach?
Probably.
They lost Alford. Have
It's
they been
usually what
bad ever
happens.
since then?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
They have the best stadium in college
right.
basketball that's not like historic.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
So you've got like Cameron Indoor,
Yeah.
Fog Allen.
Uh-huh.
Those are the historic ones. What else is it? I mean,
Yeah, Kentucky. Rupp.
Rupp Arena. That one's huge, which is cool.
Yeah, maybe like North Carolina, Indiana, stuff like that.
Like those are cool.
Yeah.
The Pit in Albuquerque,
So it's at
life-changing experience. It's all black. It's dug into the ground. That's why it's called a pit. You walk in on the top floor and then go down.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It's really dope. So here's to New Mexico returning to relevance.
Big New Mexico guy.
Starts tonight.
Referencing Breaking
I'm
Bad.
not giving that out as a pick. I'm just trolling.
There you go. Yes. That. Yeah.
Are finding it funny. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. Take the Rams here all the way. May I give out my NHL parlay?
If you must.
So that's what I'm big on. In the NHL, we have so many of these teams have just played each other ad nauseum already.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 teams, in fact, who have played their opponent tonight 3 times in their last 5 games. And on top of that record we already have, there are other factors that have me leaning one way or another. So, Florida Panthers minus 220 on the money line. They've won 2 of their last 3, and they just lost on Sunday.
Can't
going
get over
up
the fact
against
that the Florida Panthers are still an actual team.
Crazy.
Their
And
logo's still the same. Have they rebranded?
No, logo's still the same.
Exact same logos when the Avs beat them in the Stanley Cup.
Almost exactly, yes.
Unbelievable.
It's pretty crazy.
Does anyone even recognize them? Like, has anyone ever gone to one of their games since then? What city do they even play in?
I believe it's Miami, around Miami, right?
Can't be
Because
Miami.
the Tampa St. Pete area has the Lightning, who are a proud hockey franchise.
Orlando, maybe?
Maybe.
would you like me to look this up?
I need more information on the Florida
That'd be
Panthers.
fun,
They're
but-
about as relevant to me as Benedictine AZ.
Yeah, it's crazy. They take on the Red Wings though, and you know they've done good work. Then you have Edmonton taking on the Ottawa Senators. See, Miami.
It's called
There
the
you
Miami
go.
Arena.
The Miami Arena.
They can't even get a title sponsor?
It used to be, now it's BB&T Center.
Okay, BB&T Center.
Yeah, I'm a BB&T. Yeah, you know.
Florida is the name of the city.
So generic. Who is this team for?
Real quick, Austin here said bad connection via Twitter. Is YouTube better? YouTube is always better.
Always better.
Just
Always better.
make the switch. That's why we always include the YouTube link in our account. You do not need to have a YouTube account. You do need to have you do need to be logged in, but you just have to have a Google account.
Gmail account.
Yeah.
Easy breezy.
Just to comment and
comment.
to like,
Yeah.
which we always, of course, appreciate.
We appreciate a like, a subscribe. All right, so that's moved to just minus 200. So there you go, gain in value. Then we have Edmonton taking on the Ottawa Senators.
Now we're talking about a hockey.
Minus 125. Ottawa's lost each of their last 6 after a home loss, and they're 0-3 in their last 3 against Edmonton, losing by an average of 5 goals to 2.6. So even the puck line's juicy there. History tells us.
History tells us.
And then Tampa Bay, minus 175. They're taking on the Nashville Predators. Tampa Bay's won 9 of their last 10 night games, and they're 3-0 in their last 3 against Nashville, combining for 4.3 goals to 2.
Night games?
Night games.
What, do they have day games in hockey?
Yeah,
On Sundays or something?
Yeah, sometimes you got a day game, especially on the East Coast. Might be a little earlier, you know. Just giving you the stats I
Playing a
found,
A
Ryan.
little matinee?
Little matinee. I'd love a good matinee. I'm a big time. So, anyways, you parlay those all together, plus 246.
Can I make a request?
Please.
If this doesn't hit,
Yeah.
can we put warm weather hockey teams in the decagon of death?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm so anti hockey franchises in warm weather cities.
Speaking of hockey franchises in warm weather cities, the Las Vegas Knights take on the Anaheim Ducks. You could stick the Golden Knights into this parlay. They've only played 2 games against the Ducks, but they've won both, so I would allow that if you want to make the parlay even juicier. But when you make parlays too juicy, you know what happens.
Ban warm weather hockey teams.
You heard it here first, folks.
Except Vegas, they can stay because they actually have like a legitimate culture around their team.
California, will you allow California?
I mean, I would allow California to float into the Pacific.
So San Jose Sharks, you say no.
Get them out. Although the Bay Area is hardly warm.
It is not warm.
So I guess they could stay. But
Yeah.
if breaks off and
No
floats
one's
away,
complaining here.
see ya.
Harsh words. Austin, to answer your question, we like Arkansas +1.
We like Arkansas.
What did we decide? What's your
5.5.
favorite? Oh, that's right. Okay, so I like West Virginia +5.5. I like Arkansas +1. I like the Rams first half -10 against New Mexico. And that Auburn money line. But Ryan's gone in. He's done the smart man parlay, and he's bought Arkansas up to 5.5, West Virginia up to 10.
Mm-hmm.
That comes out to +175 once you apply your 50% boost.
174. But
I was off by 1.
apples to oranges.
All those numbers I remembered exactly for that +174. I was off by 1. There you go.
All right. There's nothing left to say, but go get your money.